There's a jet ski out there. You're probably thinking, why is there a jet ski on a cold race night here in Worthington, Minnesota? Well, they happen to be selling raffle tickets. A lot of great prizes down there. The number one prize being that jet ski as well. They'll be drawing a winner June 12th, so for the next few weeks, they'll be selling raffle tickets. Be sure to buy them, $20 a piece. Meanwhile, we're set to go green here for our hobby stocks. Jordan Ahler's 23 car with your race lead as Bussinger right behind them. Lunenburg bets Dan Strandberg in the 3K as they work through turns 1 and 2 on lap number 2. Strandberg and Betts battling side by side now into turn number 3. Your top 3 cars, though. Ahlers, Bussinger, and Blake Lunenburg. Lunenburg tail tap to the 0-1 Gia Bussinger as they come off at turn number 2 into turn 3. Ahlers to the point, working the bottom side of the racetrack. Bussinger slides up. Here comes Lunenburg to his inside. Working it through turns 1 and 2. Strandberg and Betts still doing battle, as is the other Strandberg doing battle, I should say, with Palmentera now through turns 3 and 4. Two laps to go as we watch Dan Strandberg now to the outside of Aaron Betts. Betts will have the better run now off a turn at number 2 down the backstretch, but here comes Strandberg back to attack, and he will pick up that 4th place spot as the white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Strandberg now up to 4th. Your race leader, though, Ahlers, has led every single lap of this heat race as they work through turns 1 and 2. He will pick up the heat race win. Bussinger in 2nd, Lunenburg in 3rd, Dan Strandberg in 4th, and Aaron Betts your top 5. Got some good Godfather's pizza, freshly grilled hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos, pretzels, Pepsi products, as well as water and Gatorade down there. Lots of things to choose from. I'll tell you what, though, we're going to choose a green flag right now off turn 4. As Corey Gronwald, the point of this heat race, he will take over that early race lead in the 59 car. Followed by Chris Krug. Brian Campbell works to the inside of Ernie Daly off turn number 4. As Gronwald, your race leader, smoke pouring out of that 91 of Krug as Ernie Daly to the outside of Brian Campbell. Sampson, the 27 car there as well. So is John Ross as Corey Gronwald's your race leader. Sampson power move to the inside to put him 3 deep through turns 1 and 2. Sampson will end up 3rd around Brian Campbell and the 14 of Daly. Campbell, the 3 machine, through turns 1 and 2. Ernie Daly right behind him. Here comes John Ross now to the inside of the 3. Ross to the inside of Brian Campbell now through turns 3 and 4. Campbell sails it in deep as a bump from Daly and takes off the rear tail cover of John Ross. Campbell will come to a stop at the exit of turn 4 as debris now. John Ross losing a tailpiece as Campbell spun.
I see something in Stubby's hand.
Yeah, I see it too, Ryan, and it looks like the black flag displayed for the 14 of Ernie Daly. As we come back to green, 3 to go for Corey Gronwald, your race leader, as Chris Krug tries to dime in the corner, but Malik Sampson is there to cut off his line. Brian Campbell sits in fourth. John Ross, your top 5. As the cars will come together, throw a blanket on them for a split second with 2 to go now. Gronwald a little tight in turns 1 and 2 in the 59 car. Krug, Sampson, now followed by Ross and Campbell. The white flag out, 1 to go. Krug looks to the outside of Gronwald as they come into turns 3 and 4. Gronwald on the low side, Krug on the high side. Who's it going to be? Corey Gronwald with a better run and picks up the checkered flag. Krug in second, Sampson in third. Ross and Campbell, your top 5. Well, a little bit of a challenge from Krug there late on in that heat race, but Corey Gronwald will hold him off for the heat race win. To the inside of row number 2, the 59 of Corey Gronwald to the outside. It's the 28 car of John Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, your final late feature of the night. They're going to come out fighting when the bell rings. Ladies and gents, these are your Wild Things. Your Dan's Painting IMCA Wild Thing Hobby Stocks. To the inside of row 3, the 16X of Blake Lunenberg to the outside. Gavin Bussinger in the 01G. Row 3, Dan Strandberg and Malik Sampson. Row 4, Aaron Betts, Brian Campbell. As we're set to come to green off of turn 4, Krug and Allers. Final A feature of the night is green. Chris Krug with a slight race advantage in turns 3 and 4. As contact throughout the field in the mid-pack. As Krug will lead lap 1, Allers right behind him. Lunenberg, Sampson, Corey Gronwald to the outside of Bussinger for that top 5. As the 23 car, a little bit of bobble off turn number 4. Blake Lunenberg tries to look to the inside as they work through turns 1 and 2. Lunenberg a little bit tight. Here comes Sampson and Gronwald right along with them. Krug out with a race lead on 91 car. Allers finds the rumblies through turns 3 and 4. Lunenberg and Sampson are right there. Sampson with 27 will hit the middle and bring Gronwald along with him. Allers off the track. Here they come 3 wide now off turn number 2. Lunenberg on the bottom. Sampson through the middle. Looking for 2-for-1 special. As Gronwald gets caught up behind them, and Sampson will get a 2-for-1 special off of turn 4. Malik Sampson up to that second place spot. Now here comes Gronwald. Gronwald to the outside of Allers as he says, hey, if Sampson can do it, I can too. As Lunenberg a little bit tight through turns 3 and 4. Caution flag comes out as we've got cars around on the backstretch. You know, sometimes, Ryan, you get caught up in the moment of what's happening in turns 3 and 4 and not realizing, hey, there's a caution now. We got 3-4 cars around on the backstretch. And then by the time you look over there, they're all cleared away and almost back to the tail end, Charlie. As we'll come back to green, it is Krug followed by Sampson, Lunenberg, Allers, and Gronwald, your top 5. Blake Lunenberg, great restart there in the 16X car as he will put the 27 of Malik Sampson back to third. 3 wide from the mid-pack as Gronwald hits the outside, goes for the cycle. Heads up, driving by the rest of the field to avoid the 59 car. The caution will come out for Corey Gronwald. I got to say, Ryan, he kept that car pretty straight and only going for a half a cycle, but that's a scary situation, spinning in front of the field like that. So as they work off of turn 3, they'll come to turn 4, the restart zone, the big orange tire in the middle of 3 and 4. Krug will lead them. Sampson to the inside of Lunenburg. Grunwald to the outside of Allers. As Sampson will reclaim that second place spot after losing it on the last restart. Grunwald around Allers now as they work through turns 3 and 4. Grunwald up to 4th and will set his sights on the rear bumper of the 16X of Blake Lunenburg. Lunenburg has different plans, though, as he says, hey, this outside line's coming in real nice. We'll just drive around the 27. As Malik Sampson a little bit squirrely now off turn number 4. Lunenburg back to 2nd. And now will set his sights on the 91 of Krug. Sampson back to the inside of Lunenburg now as they come through turns 1 and 2, into turn number 3. Grunwald right there as well in the 59 car. As Krug, not sure if he's lost some power or not. That car not really rotating like he would want it to be. 91 real tight as Lunenburg looks to the outside of the 91. Can't get the run off at 2 that he needs. They'll fall single file now into turns 3 and 4. As Lunenburg to the back bumper, a little bit of tap to the 91 car as Grunwald is now into the next 3-car battle for the race lead. You've got Lunenburg up top, Krug in the middle, and here comes Sampson now down on the bottom. 3 wide for the race lead into turn 3. Track tightens up a little bit as Sampson on the brakes to avoid contact. Grunwald there as well. Battle for the race lead as they come into turn 1. Krug, Lunenburg battling for that top spot. Lunenburg off of turn number 2. Blake Lunenburg, the 16X, to the race lead. Krug down on the bottom side. Lunenburg smooth and a little bit tight now through the center of turn 4 to the race lead. Pushes Krug back to 2nd. Here comes Sampson now along for the ride with the 16X. Sampson crosses over in front of Grunwald. Sampson to the inside of Krug now for 2nd. Grunwald waiting in the shadows as they come into turn number 3 and 4. Lunenburg, Krug, followed by Sampson, Grunwald now into the top 5. That's John Ross at 20. Where did the 28 car come from as he's worked his way up to that 5th place spot? As he had fallen back and now up to 5th is Sampson and Grunwald set to do battle single file now as they come off at turn 4. Lunenburg with a head of steam around the 91 of Chris Krug a couple laps ago. Your new race leader as Krug, Sampson, Grunwald. Ross looking to the inside of Grunwald now for that 4th place spot. The 28 tries to power by the 59 at Grunwald as they're side by side down the backstretch now into turn 3. White flag out now for Blake Lunenburg, the 16X. Trying to bring it home here tonight. Into turns 3 and 4. Great run for the 16X car out of Reading, Minnesota. Blake Lunenburg will go to victory lane opening night. Krug in 2nd, Sampson in 3rd. Too close to call for 4th and 5th. Between Ross and Grunwald. Going to the live timing, Corey Grunwald will edge out Ross for 4th at the line. Wow. But at the end of the feature, Blake Lunenburg, the 16X, with a great run around the 91 of Krug, will be the victor here tonight.